When that ball sort of bounced above waist height up towards the breastplate, where he's forced through the offside and obviously succumbed a number of times. He pulls up his sleeve without real conviction or confidence through very straight mid-on, past Cast to the fence for 4. But most importantly, I think Ben Stokes has done his hamstring. He is just walking off the field. He's holding his right hand across his face. He looked in real bother the moment he released that ball. He has done his hamstring. He's just walking straight off the field, Cardi, and this is worst case scenario. You're already trailing by 409 runs. He's got through a heavy workload in this test. He's bowled well throughout the series, and he will leave left hamstring, it looks like.
Straight away, looking at Brendan McCullum, who's been sitting down in front. He's just got off his chair. He's just walked slowly into the changing room. I've got no doubt he's going to console him. He had his hands in his head. He is limping off with his hands on his hips now. Just the agony, the frustration. He has been so lion-hearted in terms of this test match. The amount of overs he's bowled between here and Wellington, and we know it's such a big year coming up for England as well, with India and the Ashes, being the captain, and he's desperately wanting to be able to be available for that, and he's given up so much cricket in terms of lucrative opportunities to make sure he's ready and available for this test, or for his test career. So it's such a shame.
Well, he spoke so candidly and openly about the impacts of the injury in Pakistan, and how he wasn't great company, and apologised to his teammates for a dark mood that he did have as a result. And you just feel for the guy. We know how tough he is. We know how tough he is. I did ask the English management after the first day, how do you feel about him bowling so many overs as he did the first day, and any feedback? I don't think he's great at, I'm fine, that sort of tough mentality that he brings. Wonderful contributor, fighter, just a fine player, and no one likes to see that. Probably a few Australian fans are chuckling though. So we're going to have a change of bowler and a change of approach. Jacob Bethel, the left-arm finger spinner, is coming in. I don't think he's bowled yet in the series. I look around.
First bowl international cricket.
Ben Stokes, the injury to him, Harmy, former fast bowler yourself. How worried should we be?
I think more worried than you were for the last injury. More worried, I would say, from the knee injury. Ben Stokes he's not going to thank me for saying this, and he's getting to an age now where that superhuman Herculean effort that he puts in time after time after time, when he's fully fit, he might have to rein that in, because as you get older, your body stops working as much as what you think you are. You're 18 again, and I think what we've had in this series, I've seen him work so hard to get back fit after that knee operation, and then he does his hamstring for the Superchargers, and then now you're just like, once hamstrings go and calves go, and you get into your 30s, all of a sudden you've got to be careful, because your body's slowing down, and you are slowing down. And what we've seen over the last probably 3 test matches, and more especially over the last probably 48 hours, that Ben Stokes has pushed his body, and he's very good at pushing his body. He's pushed his body to an extreme that he hasn't pushed it with the ball for probably 3 or 4 years now. I don't think Ben Stokes has bowled the way he bowled in this test match since before his knee started really playing up, and that was before we came here in the last series. So you can't just turn it on, unfortunately, and I think it's hard to tell Ben that as he's going so many times. And I mean, at press conferences where he was asked questions about, maybe it's what I had said, because he was asked one question in the press conferences when he had his knee injury, that I had said he's got to stop bowling because he's going to make serious damage to his body. I'm not advocating he stops bowling, but I think sometimes when he feels as though he's going to have to bowl them 8, 9, 10 over spells into the wind, that somebody really does have to rein him in and say, Ben, we need you so much as captain. We need you so much as the all-rounder, and we need you so much on the field. You've got to stop bowling these hard overs. Somebody else has got to put their hand up and do it for the team, and unfortunately, it's brought the brunt. And coming back from this hamstring injury, with what England have got coming up, I mean, that's him definitely now out of white ball cricket for England. For me, done. That's him done. I can't see him playing white ball cricket again. I really can't. If he plays white ball cricket, I struggle to envisage how he plays white ball cricket again. I did, because I thought he might not go to India, but he'll definitely play Champions Trophy. Brendan McCullum's back in charge. Ben Stokes, white ball cricket, last hurrah, Champions Trophy. Now it's all about India. It's all about Ashes. And he gets prepared and ready for that. So I think, but this injury, the ramifications on that is his white ball career is finished.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.